Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. It's not even 1:30 in the morning, Saturday morning. I'm on the road. Still want to be a trucker? You know. Well, I didn't make it home last night. I got to Peterborough. Yeah, it's going to do a lot of this now. Got to Peterborough.
After 300 feet, bear left, then enter the roundabout.
I can't remember where I left you, so I did my second tip, and there was no absolutely. Some people might have said, "Well, you could have got in there early." Well, actually, no, I couldn't, because me getting in there, I did get in there early, about an hour early.
Enter the roundabout. Take the second exit.
Well, I'm going to take the first. Thank you. I got in there about an hour early, and there was a 40-foot container in there. And he'd been there for about 4 hours.
Take the second exit onto A605.
So, no, it would have been no good of me getting in there any earlier. So, yeah, that was it. And, yeah, that was it. So I parked up. By the time I'd finished, it was 4 o'clock. I'd been on the road since 2:30. I hadn't done a lot of driving, negligible amounts of driving, but a lot of waiting around, and that's the nature of the game, isn't it? Doesn't bother me, I'm still getting paid, easy. So yeah, quite happy. So a nice easy day, really. But I think it's more tiring sitting around doing absolutely nothing. So I'm heading back down the road now. I'm cutting across country. There isn't a lot in it. It's actually 9 mile. I could head straight down the A1, cut across at Black Cat onto the M1, M25, M3 and down. But that's fraught with danger, because if anything, if there's a road closure for some bizarre reason, which there could quite well be at a weekend, on a early Saturday morning at this time of night, you're a bit snookered as to where to go. You've got some fairly major detours. So I thought I'd cut across country, because this gives me a few more options as to how to get down south. So I thought I'd do this, and it's a bit more of an interesting drive rather than motorways all the way. You know, it's nice roads, easy roads all the way down, so no dramas. And there's more places to stop as well. If I need to stop for a quick break, there's plenty of places. If I go motorway way, I've got South Mims or Fleet Services, and that's it. And South Mims is not a desirable place to be at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I've got to wait all the way till Fleet. So no, I'll go this way. So we're still on for picking my truck up in the morning. I'll have to do a video that will that'll be completely out of sync with everything else. So when I get back to the yard today, the gorgeous Kira is going to come out and meet me at the yard at 8 o'clock this morning, and we're going to empty and clean the truck down, and then we're going to go for a nice breakfast out at Cow Shop. Have a lazy day, get all the shit done. I don't know what we're doing this evening. Might go out for a bite of the week. And go from there. I thought there was something coming. So yeah, it's 1:28 in the morning, and I'm on the road. Running out Sunday. On the docks at 10 o'clock, so I'll be in the yard for about 9:30, which means I've got to leave the house about 9:45, and then get on all the way out to Hull. Easy run, and I stop where I normally stop, which is the truck stop out in the middle of nowhere. Well, it's not out in the middle of nowhere. I think it's I want to say Melton, but I'm not sure. It's a shithole, but it's nice and quiet. Not many people either A, know about it, or B, want to stay there. There's better truck stops with better facilities along that stretch of road. But for some reason I like it. I like it there, you know. I've always had a really good night's sleep. I've stayed there 3 or 4 times. I've always been able to get in and get parked and have a good night's kip. It's been absolutely fine. It's rough and ready, but it does the job. You know, I don't have a problem with it. I like it. When I was talking to one of the other lads, oh, I'm staying there, shit up. Well, you know, I ain't got tarmac. It's sort of rough and bumpy ground, and you've got to watch out for the puddles. But you know, it does the job. It's on snap, and once you know where it is, it's easy to find. It took a bit of finding the first time I went in there, but yeah, it's all right. I can turn your lights down. You know, mate. That looked like some sort of American rig there. Don't know whether it was. It was either that or a bull-nosed Scania, which are just god-awful. So I think it's just to be short and sweet, this one. It's been a good week. It's been an easy week. Well, has it been an easy week? Yeah, it's been an easy week. Every week's fucking easy, really. Nothing's too difficult about this job. I've had a couple of long days. I've had 2 14+ hour days on the bounce. But I know I haven't had to break sweat. They're long days, but a lot of sitting around. I've had over 3 hour breaks on both days. Well, the split. I had 1 3 hour break, which is classed as a split. Yeah, the only thing about coming this way is loads of roundabouts. You just get going and there's roundabout.
Turn back at the roundabout, taking the
no,
fourth
I'm
exit.
not turning back. I'm heading towards Northampton. At night you can scoot round the roundabouts quite easily because you know you can see there's no one there to try and cut up on the insides of you or the outsides of you.
Recalculating.
Yeah, come on, sort yourself out. Yeah, oh no. She still wants me to turn around at the next roundabout. So I was overnight in Peterborough Services. Quite a night, didn't hear a thing. I kept waking up though, really broken sleep. I know, and maybe it's because I haven't had kiwi fruit for the last 2 or 3 days. I bought some kiwi fruits, but they're like fucking pebbles. They're stone hard. I like them a bit softer. Maybe that's the reason why I haven't been. I've been sleeping, but it's been broken sleep. You know, when I keep waking up every couple of hours. I didn't get more than about. I think when I set my alarm, it was saying I only had 6.5 hours sleep if I slept all the way through, and I must have woke up 2 or 3 times, check my watch, see what time it was. It's a busy old road, this. 40 miles an hour. It's a busy old road. Yeah, you've got a little village around here somewhere that we've got to go through as well, if I remember rightly. Elmington. Maybe it's not where I thought I was. Wharf.
Turn back at the roundabout, taking the 4th exit.
No, I'm not turning back. I'm on a mission, charging forwards.
Take the 4th exit onto A605. Recalculating.
Yeah. $30 miles to Northampton. So onto the docks tomorrow morning. No, what day is it? It's Saturday. Yes, onto the docks tomorrow morning. Fuck now. 220s to get off and a 40 to go on. 40 loaded. So it's up to Hull, tip. Got to be in Hull for 7 o'clock Monday morning to tip. Place I'm going looks easy to get in and out of. So looks easy to find as well. So that's a good thing. I've already checked that out. And then I'm going to Felixstowe. Down to Felixstowe, pick my truck up with a bit of luck, and then I'm off to either London Gateway. Unload this box and get another box and go somewhere else, or I'm going over to Huntington to do a trailer swap and then go somewhere else or do something. So one of two. I don't mind what I'm doing. I might end up overnighting in Felixstowe, I don't know. It depends on how long it takes to get my head around this new truck. So I'm hoping there's going to be some bit of sort of handover to me, because there's some high tech involved in this new one. It's got adaptive cruise control, all the mirrors and all that malarkey. It's got a few other bits and pieces, but you need to know what you're doing really, and just general like working everything out, where everything is, how it works. The dash is all heads-up display type thing. So yeah, everything's screen based, which is fine while the screen works, but if the screen goes down on you, I think everything sort of like grinds to a halt. So yeah, it'll be interesting. So technology, I mean, it's the way forward, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. But that technology has to be 100% reliable. Traffic light, it is. I know, green maybe, yeah, green my side. But unnerving, because the first bit you see is the red one. Speed on! I thought I had double vision then. Jeez, I kept blinking. There's two bollards there. And they're like, because they're on the bend, this one here, that was to the right, and it looked like there was two of them, obviously, because there was bloody two of them. But I thought there was only one, but I had double vision. No, there were actually two of them. So anyway, just a little quick video from me. It's a bit dark, you ain't gonna see much, and yeah, just thought I'd finish off the week. Been a fairly straightforward week, no dramas. got myself about a bit, and it's just remembering for those new people. Some of you might have come over from TikTok, so you've been going through, but just to, I'll say it again, and I know the guys that watch me on a regular basis will get sick to death of me saying it, but you know, it's for the new guys that have just started watching. I do this for two main reasons. Trying to think what they are. No. For two main reasons. Firstly, I think at my old age I'm going to lose my memory, because my memory is shocking at the best of times now, and I want to go ahead. I want to like make a little bit of a record of what I did, so when I'm older there's a little bit of history that people can sit put a tablet in front of me and go, watch this, this was you when you were a bit younger, and I'll go, fuck off, bloke's an idiot. You know, that's what I want to do. So this is a bit of a record. It's a, you know, it's all, well, yeah, it's all about me. Yeah, you know. Sat nav finally started working. Thank you.
Go over the roundabout, taking the second exit.
I will. Thank you, Jilly. And it's all about me. It's not about teaching people what to do driving a truck, because there's other people, there's loads of other trucking videos out there that tell you what to do and how to do that, and that's not what I'm all about, you know. Every now and again I'll come up with some little tip, I suppose, but other than that, you know, I'm not going to show you how to couple up a truck, or you know, do a trailer swap, or anything like that, or talk about how to operate your tacho. If someone wants a specific question, a specific answer to a question they've got, by all means, let me know, and I'll try my best in my I'll try my best to give you a brief explanation as to how I do it. That's not necessarily saying it's the correct way to do it, it's just how I do it, and if I've managed to get away with it, then it must be working. Well, ish. Yeah, slow down, brother. That is bright, my word. Just fucking lasered out my retinas. But there was a camera there, so this could be the little village I was thinking about. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, who knows. And yeah, so it's just a little bit of a record, really. And the other part of it is it actually helps with my mental health. Otherwise I'd just be talking to myself now, driving along at 1:30 in the morning, going and talking, because that's what I do when I'm not recording. I end up talking to myself. It's a lonely old job. Well, it's not lonely, because I like being on my own, you know. I don't have a problem with it, but you know, there are side effects, which is manifests itself into what I'm all about, really. So yeah, no, it can play. It can play on your mind. You spend a lot of time on your own, and like my missus says, when I get back and see the gorgeous Kira, I'm jibber jabbing her away like a good one, you know. And she says, just draw breath. I says, because I ain't spoke to no one all week. I've had no human contact. All I've had to do is talk to people in an RDC which grunt at me, you know. And you don't want to make too much conversation with the frilly Scania boys. They'll be wanting to come in for a cup of tea in the cab later on or something, dressed up in their high heels and that. Nah. I'm open-minded. Don't get me wrong. But if you want to do that, stay in your own fucking cab. I do take the mickey out of the V8 Scania boys, I must admit. And they're all shy as well, because they hide behind the curtains. You can never see their faces when they drive along, because they got their fucking bunk curtains halfway across the fucking window. How the fuck do you see out when you're like that? You can't see nothing. Your peripheral vision is fucked. Yeah, you see them all the time. Curtains halfway across the window. You can't see the driver at all. That's a naughty place to put a camera. I'm not saying they're all like that. Just some of them.
Enter the roundabout. Take the first exit.
Bit of a drag up this hill.
First exit onto A605.
Thankfully, I'm empty. Doesn't really show on camera how steep this hill is, but there's a good old drag here. I think I'll be pulling into Cherwell Valley for a quick 15 on the way back, just to ease my aging bladder. Yeah, so that's so I was. Oh yeah, and for those of you, you'll know that you'll find out that I go off on tangents. Start ranting and raving about odd things and go completely off piste about what I was talking about.
Enter the roundabout. Take the second exit.
So this takes me over towards the A14, which is where I am, funny enough. So I think I'll go onto the A14 now. I'll go down about one junction, maybe two.
Enter the roundabout. Take the first exit.
And then I cut across country again. There we go. Another bit of a climb here. All right when you're empty, but when you're almost like a standing start, there's a bit of a grunt going up here. Go on, girl. This is our last little trip together. We've got one more trip on Sunday to do, and then a little one on Monday. Then we're going to be parting company, girl. I tell you, sad to see you go. You've only let me down a couple of times. I've had wives that have let me down more. Oh, fucking hell, I lie, and I laugh at my own jokes, and half the time they're not even fucking funny. So anyone that's new, I don't know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, what the fuck am I watching this for? Everything's dark. All I can do is hear some fat bloke fucking talking bollocks. Well, that's what I do, you know, and that's what I do. And some people seem to like that. You mad people, but thank you very much for doing it. So anyway, I'm going to turn you off now, and I'll speak to you all later. Hello. Now, did anybody notice my deliberate mistake back there? Well, I turned off the first exit. When I come up to that last roundabout, I went left and followed the A14
towards Huntingdon.
Well, that's not the way I wanted to go, was it? I wanted to continue on the A45. So I bet you're all going, I thought he said he was going to go across country and he wasn't going to go down the A14 and catch up with it, because that had taken him down onto the A1 and that had taken him back to where he was originally. So I was a complete waste of time. No, you're right. I'm an idiot. I was listening to SatNav, and SatNav wasn't taking me the way that I want to go. Why have SatNav on, you may ask? The answer to that is, I really don't know. I really don't know. She's always leading me astray. It's a story of my life, that is, women leading me astray. Anyone else had that problem? Might be a woman that's been led astray. It's usually the other way round though, isn't it, you know? We like to blame you girls for lots of things. And being led astray is usually one of them. Yeah, I've been led astray. Numerous times. But I'm happy and settled now. The only person who can lead me astray is the gorgeous Kira. And she can lead me astray any day of the week. Although the truth to be told, I'm probably leading her astray. But more bad old days, yeah. But those stories are for another day. Ooh, didn't mean to flash you there. 2 o'clock in the morning. No wonder I'm talking bollocks. Most normal people are either in bed. Well, there's 2 types of people. Well, there's 3 types of people. You're either... What's he doing? You can't park there, sir. There's 3 types of people in this world, isn't there? There's either the type of people that should be in bed at this time of the morning. At 2 o'clock, they're tucked up in bed with their loved ones, or they're on their own. Doesn't really matter, but they're tucked up in bed, dreaming of all sorts of wondrous things. Now, it could be anything, couldn't it? Or there's people that are just coming in off the lash, and they're like, they've got half their kebab stuffed in their shirt pocket. Because they thought at the time that would be a good idea. A pint glass they've nicked from the pub. And they've lost a shoe, you know. I know, I've been there, I've done it. Or, the third type of person that's up at this time at night is idiots like myself. They're doing it because they're working. See that sign there, that was really misleading. Oh yeah, there is 3 lanes. Look at these 3. How can that be a lane on there on the left? I couldn't get my left leg into that, let alone a fucking truck.
Take the 3rd exit onto A45.
Yeah, so that's 3 types of people. I'd like to be the first type that's tucked up in bed. Gone are my days of trying to find my way home by following the yellow lines. You know, like the lines that are painted on the no parking lines on the road. I've had to do that before. Just follow the lines and they take me home. Waking up in the morning with like kebab on your pillow. Saying that, I married the gorgeous Kira about, how many years we've been married now? 6 years now? 6, 7 years, coming up 7 years. And I've been married, this is my 3rd marriage. And this is the final one, this is it. I'm not having another one. I couldn't cope. 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 I couldn't cope But this one's for keeps. And had a lot of my army mates turn up, and we sort of got on it a bit. And that was we got married on Easter Sunday. That was it. We got married on the Easter Sunday. So the Saturday, everyone went out for a meal on a Saturday lunchtime, and the gorgeous Kira thought it'd be a good idea to do that. No, wrong. Because what that turned into was one almighty drinking fest. You put half a dozen ex-squaddies together that ain't seen each other for a good few years. You're not going to go and have a pint of Guinness and a pickled egg sandwich and then go, oh, that's it for the night. I'm only having the one. Yeah, one fucking more. Oh, no. I rolled back in. I was staying in a hotel that night before the wedding. I rolled back into that hotel. A right fucking mess.
Go over the roundabout.
We've been drinking since about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I proper stag do. I nearly got thrown out of a pub, breaking a light.
Take the second exit onto A45.
Well, they shouldn't have. I don't know. I ended up with a set of maracas. That I don't know. But I think they were too worried about what six middle-aged ex-squaddies, which were clearly drunk and had management. Oh, I wouldn't say anger management. It was just management issues. I remember talking to my mate in the morning. I said, Christ. He says, yeah, but I had wet shoe. How was my shoe so wet? So we're looking back through some of the pictures, and there was a video of him, we're all drinking out of it. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Right, I've just got to have my wits about me here, so I might go quiet for a second. Straight over. I knew where I was. Otherwise I'll end up fucking Corby or something. I think I'll just stay in this lane. They've only just finished this roundabout. Oh, is he broken down there? That's not a good place. You can't park there, sir.
Go over the roundabout, taking the third
there we
exit.
go. On you go. Forwards. Yeah, they took ages doing this roundabout. And it's sign overload.
Take the third exit onto A45.
There's signs and traffic lights, and they must have spent thousands of pounds just on white fucking paint. It's all over the place, look. Yeah, so I was saying about waking up with a kebab on your pillow. Yeah, the night of my stag night, I should have known better because it was only a few years ago. I woke up, there's a fucking kebab on my pillow. I must have had a little bit of it. I had to apologise to housekeeping. New pillows, sir. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, the things you do. I never learn, that's the trouble. I think I'm still 18. Invincible, and I can drink all night. No, you can't. You're fat and old. And you're an idiot. So somehow I've managed to waffle on for a further 10 minutes, going off on tangents. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why people follow me, I think. It's because they never know what I'm going to come out with. Why did I slow down there? I've got no idea. Come on. It's because it's a 50. Easy, tiger. warm in here as well. I'm still in my shorts. I don't know what the temperature, outside temperature is. 4 degrees.
Go over the roundabout, taking the third exit.
Third? I guess it is, yeah. 1, 2, 3. We'll do that. Well done, thank you, Kitty.
Take the third exit
Oh,
onto
I've got
Higher
hiccups
Road.
now. Have all got hiccups? That sounded like I was on helium then. Yawning. I was talking with my planner the other day, and I said to him, saying about the early starts, and I said, yeah, I'd really like to be honest with you, I'd prefer an early start because it means I get parked up. I can get parked because everyone knows who watches this on a regular basis that I have parking issues, and my parking issues are compounded purely and simply because after 5 o'clock at night, it's very difficult to park up. But you may think, oh, you just have parking issues in a truck. No, I have even greater parking issues in my car. You are asked gorgeous Kira. Drives are absolutely bonkers. There's only certain places I park in our local supermarket. It's almost like I've become, well, I don't know. I don't know what the right word is, really. Obsessive, maybe, about parking in certain places. I like to park in, you know, we've got a big car. We've got an Merc ML315. It's a big old lump of metal. And there's all other Kira. She's got a Fiat 500. She can park that on a postage stamp. You know, I might be able to get in to a parking spot, but I've got a bit of girth to be able to get out the door. I've got to be able to open the door and slide on out. I'm not a racing snake. I ain't called fat bloke for nothing. It's not because I'm a fucking marathon runner or a high jumper. No. I've got a bit more about me. I've got a bit of timber on board. So I've got to think about it. And it was worse when we had the E-Class Merc, because it was only a 2-door, and the doors were half the length of the fucking car. You had to park in. You had to make sure that when I parked that, I had a space either side of me so I could get in and out. I remember when we first got that car. It was a lovely car. Don't get me wrong. It was absolutely high spec. It was an AMG 350, and gorgeous spec. Trouble is, it was so low to the ground. I'd roll in and roll out. So anyway, that's another 15 minutes now. I'm going to go because I've just done half an hour of talking in the dark. In the dark. Talking a right load of shite. Oh, let's see, look at all those flats over there. It's like it's what I would imagine communist Russia's like. Don't they look fucking horrible? I don't know whether you can't see nothing. They just look absolutely horrendous. It's like they look like a prison block. My God, that's not somewhere where I would want to go and live. I've got to be honest with you. That's not my thing at all. I don't know. I don't know. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, no. And they look bloody awful. You know, yeah, push comes to the shove, if I had to, I'd live in a flat. But it'd have to be nice. That just doesn't appeal. It doesn't even have like eye appeal. I think that's what the word I'm looking for. Northampton. I'll scoot on round here if I remember rightly.
Turn left at the roundabout, taking the first exit.
I will. There you go. M1 14 mile. There we go. Now when I get down to Northampton, I don't know whether I'm going to scoot round or go straight to the M1 and up. I don't know. Anyway, it's really dark now. Really, really dark. Really dark. Sounding Chinese. What is he talking about now? What are you on about? Moon's out. It's not a full moon, so the weirdos aren't out. It's just me. Well, thanks for keeping me company. You kept me going for the last almost an hour. The thing is, I've got another 2 hours of putting up with myself now. Talking about all sorts of nonsense. I might have to put the radio on just to try and distract myself, talking myself into oblivion. Because you might think, oh, yeah, shut up now. Once I turn that camera off, shut up. No, I'll just carry on. This is what I'm about. This is what I do. I'll carry on talking as if there was somebody there. I reckon I could do a feature-length film. It'd be one of those. It was like all episodes of Star Wars, all in one take. They'd go on for fucking hours. Like Lord of the Rings, all in one hit. With just me chuntering on, talking bollocks for about 9 hours. I could do that quite easily. Like I said, you think I stop talking when I turn the camera off? I don't. It's just constant. I know it is. Because I think a few of you before, I've gone quiet because I've been concentrating on where I'm going or something, and then all of a sudden I forget the camera's on and I start muttering to myself. Because I forgot the camera's on, and that's what I do. I like a good mutter. It's a euphemism for something. I'm off to do a bit of muttering. I'm losing my mind here. I am losing my fucking marbles. I think somebody said that I'd lost it when I was doing my fortune telling. That'll get me back onto the Scania balls again with their frilly curtains. It's getting warm in here. Blimey, I'm going to turn that heating down. What was it on? 20 degrees. It was like nearly tropical in here. And I say I've only got my shorts on. Well, only. I'm wearing other clothing. I'm not like fat bloke naked trucker. Maybe I should be. There's a thought. I think I already traumatised somebody the other day. I think it was Andy. He sat me pants eating cheesy whatsies. Yeah. Is that image still there, mate? Right, I'm definitely going. I'm going. Oh no, there's an animal. There's a fox. Oh, but he was only having a rest, I think. No, he wasn't, was he? No, he wasn't. I hate seeing dead animals on the side of the road. It's like a life wasted. All he had to do was look the other way and he might have avoided that. One wrong decision in life and they could all turn to shit. That's something we could do, isn't it? You know, one wrong decision. Now I'm getting deep now, and if I don't shut up, I'm going to be talking. I'll talk to myself about that. I reckon, because I reckon that you. I can't even get my words out. It's too fucking early in the morning. It's 2:15, and I'm speeding on. Who'd want to be a trucker? Speeches or laters.